So let me just remind you of the definitions, just so we have it. So the idea is that we plug in negative x. If it's even and we plug in negative x, we do all this simplifying and then we end up with the exact same function. The idea basically is here's x, here's negative x, it's the same on both sides. That's the visual version of that. Odd is kind of the opposite. If I plug in negative x, I get exactly the opposite. So here's the original function, and then when I do the left side, it's going to be the opposite, so it's going to go down below. That's kind of like the visual of even versus odd.
Okay.
And then otherwise, it's neither. So let's see. We'll plug in negative x into this function and see what happens. So I'm going to replace all the x's with negative x with parentheses just to be safe. So negative x cubed minus negative x plus 4. And we'll simplify. So then negative x cubed, if we want to do the long way, you could think of it as negative 1 cubed times negative x cubed, times x cubed, sorry, because I already took out the negative. This would be the really long way of doing it. And then negative x times negative x turns positive, which I think you just asked. Plus 4, and then what's this? Negative 1 cubed would just be negative. So it would be negative x cubed plus x plus 4. So in this case, it would be neither. It doesn't match the original function, right? But it also doesn't match negative f of x. Negative f of x would be distributing a negative. So everything would have opposite signs. So the first two have opposite signs, but the 4 has the same sign. And you could graph to check. I can come back to this. Let me just open a graph. Where's Desmos? What was it? It was x cubed. And we'll see that it doesn't really match any of those symmetries. X cubed. What was it? Minus x or plus x?
Minus
x, thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, minus x plus 4. And you'll see it doesn't really fit any of those weird symmetries. Like it has symmetry, but not at the origin. And so that's why it would be neither. So some people prefer to just graph, but by being able to do it mathematically, it makes graphing easier. Versus like x cubed would be odd, right? Because it has that nice symmetry in the top left and the top right. Sorry, top right and bottom left.